Speaking of you, and you've done a fantastic job, but I hope you start opening your bank to conservatives, because many conservatives complain that the banks are not allowing them to do business within the bank, and that included a place called Bank of America. They don't take conservative business. And I don't know if the regulators mandated that because of Biden or what, but you and Jamie and everybody, I hope you're going to open your banks to conservatives, because what you're doing is wrong.
Well, first, President Trump criticized Joe Biden and Barack Obama to their face during his inauguration at the Rotunda. Now he blasts the Bank of America CEO Brian Moynihan, accusing the financial giant of debanking conservatives right there to his face in Davos. My next guest co-founded a bank, Old Glory Bank, to fight what he called the woke banking industry. He is country music star John Rich, and he joins me now. Hey, John.
Hey, man, congrats on the new show, bro. I'm so proud for you, and we're so happy to have you on.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much. You and I together hopefully representing a part of America that's not always represented. President Trump criticizing some of these banks now for not representing all of America. Bank of America pushed back, John. They put out a tweet. Here's what they put up. They said, Bank of America serves 70 million clients. We welcome conservatives. We'd never close accounts for political reasons and don't have a political litmus test. Now, we should point out together, John, that was community noted. First, they turned off the comments on X. Then it was community noted. And then you heard from a bunch of people like Eric Prince, former Navy SEAL Eric Prince, the founder of Blackwater, who's like, well, that's not true. You debanked me at Bank of America.
Yeah. Congratulations. Bank of America loves you so much that they turn off their comments because they don't want to hear from you. Just keep doing your banking there. That just want to keep your money. That's real classy, guys. So Old Glory Bank is an option that has been built. Myself, Dr. Ben Carson, Larry Elder, and some real patriots from the banking industry who stepped away from that woke nonsense. We all got together a few years ago and said, we have got to have an option to these big woke banks, because what's going to stop them from turning off all of our accounts like Justin Trudeau did back when he broke up the trucker strike? He killed their accounts. That's how he did it. And so we founded Old Glory Bank. It takes about 8 minutes to sign up at oldglorybank.com. We welcome our first responders and veterans. We actually have a $100,000 life insurance policy that costs nothing if you're a veteran or active duty service member or first responder. I mean, this is a whole different attitude of a bank, and it's needed. Listen, I mean, right. Trump did it. He called it out. Thank God. I'm glad he was paying attention to this point. It's been going on for a very long time, and it's time we end it.
But I'm glad you, by the way, pointed out what happened in Canada. That was a key part of breaking up that trucker protest in Canada, was making sure they couldn't access their funds. But the reason I think it's pertinent to talk about Old Glory Bank and what you did is, before even hearing about this from President Trump, what you guys did is saw a market niche. I mean, you saw a market opportunity because there was a market problem. Banks weren't servicing people, and here you are. Guess what? We'll service you, those who love America.
Yeah, what a concept. We love America, and so do you. So why don't you stop doing your banking with people who can't stand anything about you? You know, when they turned over all the information on their customers, the bank's customers' shopping records, they wanted to know where they were shopping. Remember that story? And people don't understand, the federal government does not own the banks, okay? When the federal government comes to a bank like Bank of America and says, tell us where your people are shopping, the bank can say, okay, we'll turn it over, which is what they do. Or they can do what Old Glory Bank would do, which would be, we'll see you in court. We'll see you in court. I mean, we're not turning over any of that. So that is the American attitude that should be behind banks these days. If you want to kick them where it hurts, move your bank accounts out of there. Come to Old Glory Bank. We're doing mortgages, small business loans, and all of that. We'd love to have you.
But you make another great point. A lot of this was done under the pressure of the federal government when it comes to banking. All right, John, I'll make you a deal. As soon as I get my studio built, my full studio built down here in Texas, you come down with your guitar, we'll sit down, and we'll have a little bit of a music session here on The Will Cain Show. Deal?
I would absolutely love it, man. Congrats again on the show. I'll be there when you call.
All right. Thank you, John Rich. Hey, it's Will Cain. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News channel on YouTube. It's the best way to get our latest interviews and highlights. And click to subscribe to the Will Cain podcast for full episodes right now.